Hello everyone. So let's continue the revision of basics of writing programs in Java. In the last video we discussed about comments and data types, and today we are going to discuss variables and tokens. So let's start with variables. So first we will discuss what is a variable. What is a variable? If the definition is asked. See, variable is a name given to the memory space in which we assign some value. Variable is a name given to memory location in which we assign some value. For example, if I write, how will I declare a variable? For example, int is a data type. I will declare like this, int x. Fine. Or if I say to initialize a variable, I will write int x equals to 10. This is called initialization. So as I write this int x equals to 10, what happens in memory? How much space it occupies? Int 4 bytes. In memory, 4 bytes will be allocated for the value of this variable x. Fine. When you declare or when you initialize some variable, in memory space, some space is allocated according to the data type. If it is int, then 4 bytes will be allocated for the value of that variable. Fine. So what is a variable? Variable is a name given to the allotted space. For example, this is the allotted space 4 bytes. Fine. Because it is int, then 4 bytes will be allocated in the memory. Fine. So what is a variable? Variable is a name given to the allocated memory. So this is x. It's a name given to the allocated memory in which you assign some value. Which value? 10. Fine. So this is the definition of variable. What is a variable? It's a name assigned to the allocated memory space in which you assign some value. Fine. Now this is called declaration. What is declaration? If you write only int x, this is called declaration of variable. Declaration. Fine. And if I write byte y equals to 20, what is this? This is initialization. Initialization plus declaration, both in the one step. Initialization because we are assigning 20 into y, and declaration also because we are declaring y as a byte data type. Fine. Now when you write byte y equals to 20, so in memory space how much space will be allocated in memory? Byte occupies how much? 1 byte. So 1 byte will be reserved for the variable y to assign the value 20. This is the meaning. Fine. And similarly for if it is long, then it would be 8 byte. If float is there, for example I am writing float f equals to 10.5, then what does it mean? How much space? Again 4 bytes for the value 10.5, and the memory space will be given the name f. Fine. This is the variable. I hope it is clear what is variable. Fine. Now initialization, declaration we have discussed. Now the next is it mandatory to initialize the variable? Why we need to initialize? Yes, we should initialize the variable. Initialize means we should assign some value while declaration. For example, I am declaring the value int x. If I only declare, if I am not initializing any value, so it can contain any garbage value and the result may be wrong. Chances are there, not 100%, but chances are there. So for precautionary purpose, we should always initialize with some value. Fine. As per the program, we will initialize some value. If it is 1, you can take 1, 0. But with some value, we should initialize to prevent the garbage value. Fine. Now the next is, what are the rules of variable name? See, variable name, you can take any, but some rules are there. First rule is, we should not start variable name with number. We should not begin or start variable name with number. Fine. You cannot take int 1x. You cannot take. This will be wrong. Fine. So, at the beginning of variable name, you cannot take any number. We can include capital alphabets. Second rule is capital alphabets, small alphabets, any number 0 to 9, 0 to 9, or some special characters are also like dollar and underscore. This is underscore. These are valid. Dollar and underscore. Right. These two symbols are valid. Dollar and underscore are valid. And the third one, we cannot use keywords or reserve words as variable name. We cannot use keywords or reserve words as variable name. And one more you can write. There should not be any space between variable name. There should not be any space between variable name. Space is invalid. For example, there are you want to write single digit. For example, single digit is your variable name. So how will you write? Single digit, you cannot write like this with space. Space will be invalid. So how can you write? You can give the underscore. Fine, underscore will be valid. Or without space you can write. Or if you want to give, then underscore is valid. Fine. So these are the 4 rules. We should not start variable name with number. We can include capital alphabet is valid, small alphabets valid, any number 0 to 9, dollar and underscore. These are valid. And we cannot use keywords or reserve word. What do you mean by keyword or reserve word? See, there are few words which has some special meaning, which have some special purpose for the programming languages, like class, like if, else, fine, or what else, import. So these are some keywords or reserve words which have some special meaning. So these words cannot be used as variable name because they have their own purpose. You cannot use those words for your own. So we cannot use keywords and reserve words as variable name, and there should not be any space between variable. So these are the few variable name rules. I hope these are clear. Fine. Now variables we have discussed. Now we will moving ahead towards tokens. So let's start with tokens. Fine. So what is token? See, tokens you can define. Tokens are the individual unit of a program which can be explained individually, which have some special, which have some meaning, which have some purpose, and which can be explained individually. It's a smallest individual unit which can be explained individually and which have some meaning and purpose in program. Fine. For example, the tokens are of 5 types. Which one? Identifiers, reserve words, literals, operators, separators. These are the 5 types: identifiers, reserve words, literals, operators, separators. Fine. Now what are identifiers? Identifiers are the class name or name given to the class or any variable. Fine. Any class name or variable name is called identifier. I am taking one example, like I am writing a small program. I am rubbing this. Let's take a small program. Fine. Which program? Addition of 2 numbers I am taking. Very simple program. Sum of 2 numbers. Fine. Now, first class addition. I am making a program. First I have given the command sum of 2 numbers. Then I have made a class addition. C will be small, A will be capital. Then this braces, opening braces of class. Then public, P will be small, public, static, void, main, and string, args, array. I hope it is clear. Then opening braces of main, addition of 2 numbers. So I will take a 2 variable int x 10 and y 20. Then again for addition, third variable I am taking int z equals to x plus y. Then I am going to print the value of z, system dot out dot println sum is plus z. Fine. Sum is equal to within double quotes plus z. Fine. Then main function close, then class close. Fine. Now see, what are the tokens in this program? Let's see. First word is class. Fine. So class, what is class? Class, see, whatever words, tokens can be a character, it can be a symbol, or it can be a word. So we will see word by word. So whatever words comes under these categories, that will be token. Very simple. Fine. So whatever word, we will see one by one. Class. Class comes under which category? What is class? Class is a keyword. So it will come in this word, reserve word. Fine. So it is a token. Then addition. What is addition? It's a class name. So class name comes under which category? Identifier. So this is also a token. Which token? Identifier. Fine. Then opening braces. This is also separator. Fine. Under operator, what comes? Plus, minus, multiplication, division. Fine. These are the operators. Now separator. Separator, comma, semicolon, and these curly braces. Fine. So these are the separator. Now this is opening curly braces. So this is also a token separator. Fine. Now public static void main. What are these? All these are reserve words or keywords. So this is also token. Then string args. Fine. Now int. Int is a data type. Fine. Now x, y. What are these? These are variable name. These also comes under identifier. 10 and 20. What are these? These are literals. Identifiers are the name given to class or variable name. Reservers I have explained. Literals, what are literals? Literals are the constants used in program. Simply, you can say literals are the constants used in program. So in this program, how many constants we have used? 10 and 20. Fine. So these are literals. So these are also token. Then semicolon. Semicolon comes under which category? Separator. Fine. So this is also a token. This is data type. Z, X, Y. What are these? Variable name. So this is also identifier, token. And equal plus. What are these? Operator. This is also tokens. Fine. These are reserved words. So each and every word which we can explain individually is called token. I hope tokens are clear. These are the 5 types. Identifier, reservoir, literals are the constants which we use in the program. And literals, we can say literals again we can define. So I think 5 types we have discussed. Literals are of 5 types. Which one? Integer literal. Then real or floating point, same thing. Integer literal, real or floating point. Then character type literal. Integer, for example, 30, 40, 10, any whole value. It can be negative, it can be positive. Fine. So any whole value is called integer. Real means any floating point like 50.6, 10.3, whatever values we will use in program, that will be real literals. Character, I hope it is clear. Cat type, like if I have used C within single quotes, C or D within single quotes, then these will be character type literal. For example, if in a program I would have used char ch equals to C within a single quote, then C will be literal. Which literal? Character literal. Fine. And literal can be string of type. For example, in program, if you have written string s equals to hello within double quotes. So hello, what is hello? S will be variable name and hello will be literal. Which type of literal? String type of literal. Fine. Then last type of literal, boolean. Literal can be boolean also. Are you getting? So 5 types of literals we have studied. Integer literal type, any whole number value. Real literal type, of floating point, any decimal value. 50.6, 10.3. Fine. Character type, any cat type, like any single character. It can be alphabet, it can be number, it can be any symbol within single quotes. Fine. String, any string within double quotes, like hello, welcome, whatever, any string. Boolean means true or false. If in a program you have used like boolean x equals to true. See, one more thing I want to tell. If I write within inverted comma false, what will be appropriate data type of this false? That will not be boolean. I hope you know that will be string type. Fine. If I write only false, then it will be boolean type. How you declare boolean? Boolean B. boolean b equals to false. Fine. So if you have used any boolean value in program, so that will come under boolean literal. So these are the types of literal. I hope the tokens are clear. Fine. So today we have discussed variables and tokens, and I think we have completed all the topics of this chapter. Okay, fine. So I hope it is clear. So that's it for today, and thank you for watching. Thank you.